I referee high school basketball. Last year was my first time back after 10, 12 years. And I see these kids now, and I just shake my head.
To that point, what you just said, like that. When a boy sees a man stand up, that boy will cower down. But you got to stand up as a man and speak as a man. When you speak as a man, then they will understand. Like
I agree with you.
Exactly.
I agree with you, but I'm going to pile on to what he said. From a woman's perspective, I'm going to pile on what he said. We need more men in the room to stand up and be fucking men. Well, I have a 25-year-old and a 21-year-old. I realize I'm old. I get that. But if you think I won't, my son's 6'1", if you don't think I won't climb him like a little tree monkey and choke his ass out, you're wrong. I will.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Pop, and once again, it's another episode of Big Stick Energy. And make sure you go to Big Stick Energy on IG, Big Stick Energy HTX, and also Big Stick Energy Podcast on YouTube. And shout out to our sponsors, Brock Brand. Go out and get your Brock Brand. This TV up loud right now. I can't. I can't focus. The game is on. I'm sorry. You ain't got to hit it. Oh, okay. But I can hear it. I can hear it, and I'm gonna look up every time and start looking at it.
Look, this is the show. Okay.
But all right, when Mickey come back, she's gonna fix that.
Okay.
But anyway, Brock Brand. Go out and get your Brock Brand right now. BrockBrand.com. Shirts, hats, caps. All that good. I said hats and caps. Ain't that some shit? All that good stuff.
Ain't they different?
That all different, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. Forgive me. I went to public school. Okay.
No.
Also brought to you by Quad Houston. Good food, good drinks, good people right there at Quad Houston. And the Den Cigar Lounge, that's where we at right now. In the Den Cigar Lounge having a smoke. And where the remote at? This is distracting me because I told her to turn it all the way down, and it's kind of distracting me a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try to tune it out.
You are a tried and true football guy.
Yeah, I am. So here's the thing. So right now I can hear that, but I'm actually watching the high school state championship game at the
Well, damn. Okay. You like ambidextrous.
I just love football. I just love football.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I'm this is that time of year.
Yeah.
Saturday gonna be crazy. So first of all, before we go into that, so I gotta go to a funeral Saturday. Mm. My uncle passed away. My oldest uncle, he was 86 years old, passed away, and so I got a long day Saturday. Between funeral, being here, and football, it's going to be a long, long day for me Saturday. But we're going to come back to me. Nate, what's going on? Tell me what's going on with you.
What's the deal, Picker? Everything's kosher. Listen, it's Natalia, a.k.a. Nene to the niggas in the hood. What's up? I ain't got shit going on. I'm just tired. You said I was over there taking a power nap.
I saw that.
Real nigga tired. I just came back from Kansas. I drove to Kansas. I did. I drove to Kansas, and now that the game distracted me because it's 2 minutes 34 seconds. Okay. Yeah, this shit is like because everybody. Oh my God. Wow.
See, hold on, man. Hold on.
That's crazy.
Keep talking, man.
Shit, I done caught this touchdown. I'm like, nigga, what we doing? Okay. So, yeah, I drove to Kansas. I broke it up the first day, but then the second, when I returned, I rode it out. I thugged it out all the way through. So, Yeah, I was kind of like on the road and shit. I did some shows in Wichita and I did a show in Kansas City. And yeah, I'm just out here, chasing the dream and all that old shit.
Cool.
Yeah.
We got some stuff we got to talk about.
Yeah.
Coco, what's up?
Hey, what it do? We missed you last week. I held it down for you a little bit. I tried.
So Coco sat in your seat last week.
Yeah, I know she did her thing.
Hey, wait, you already know. It's your girl, Coco. You can find me on all social media platforms. Coco from Houston on Instagram, Facebook, and everything, all the above. Let's go. Let's have a good show.
Taker.
What up, y'all? This is your boy, Undertaker. I'm here.
So hold on, before we move on, Taker been sitting in that seat since he got here, and he just ain't moved. He's just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna be on the podcast. So that's just, if y'all ask me some shit, I'll just answer it and keep it moving. We got a new guest. Let's give it up for somebody new on the show today. Time to break it in. Let's go.
Hey, my name is Jennifer. People call me JD for Jack Daniels, and I am just a rando who walked in and decided to sit down and take a seat.
Well, that's fine, because we always get random people like we did last week. Yeah. There was some guys we never seen before, and they were sitting there, hey, I want to be on? All right, cool, let's go be on. So thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, JD, for being on with us. We appreciate you. And the pickle.
Shanks.
Hey, Big Pickle.
Veteran, the pickle. Houston, Texas.
All right. So, as a lot has been going on in the news, a lot of stuff going on in the news, and last week we didn't get to it. Some of the things we got to a few topics last week. Man, this healthcare guy, this whole debacle has been. Hold on. Before we go into that, should I do my sports segment now or should I wait?
Get that shit off your chest, bro.
Get it out.
Get it
Sports
out.
segment. All right, sports segment. All right, so we're no,
Yo,
it's
we
not.
gotta pivot.
No,
We're gonna pivot.
it's not because I don't
He's
have.
been doing better at pivoting.
I don't have those guys on here that usually prolong it.
Yeah.
So, we're getting toward the end of football season. So in the NFL, everybody is, jockeying for position as far as playoff. College football playoffs and bowl games starts. Well, the bowl game started the other day, and the playoff starts this weekend, tomorrow. Also, we got Texas high school football championship games all weekend. Now, I started yesterday. I started watching six-man. I just love football. I'm sorry. Your horse? High school football. So here's my thing on Texas high school football. If you are from Texas, that is a God-given right as a man to play high school football in the state of Texas. You have to play high school football in the state of Texas as a man. If you don't, you're not considered a true-blooded male Texan male to not play high school football in Texas. If you played if you played in the band, maybe you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, because you did touch the field.
All right, for the brownie points. Okay, I can get behind that.
So you did touch the field, but Texas high school football is one of the greatest things in this state. And I will put Texas high school football against any other state in America, hands down. I love it. I love watching these kids play ball, and it's a beautiful
And they
thing.
out here tackling cows. We supposed to be good at football.
We're supposed to.
shit.
We're supposed to be. So we're gonna move on to college football. So the bowl season started the other day with the Heritage Bowl, which Jackson State won.
Yeah, I saw
which
that.
is good. The SWAC finally wins. And then we had a few more bowls after that. I think it may be a bowl game on right now. I don't know. Maybe
You saw Mike Vick got that coaching position.
Michael Vick got the coaching position at Norfolk State.
All right.
Great for him. Give it up for Michael Vick.
HBCU.
So, and here's what I want to say about that. So, after all the things that he's been through in his life and the bullshit that happened with him and the whole dog thing, to go to jail, go to prison, and pay your debt to society and really mean it. Because, most guys, when they get caught up and they go to prison, yeah, I want to be a better this, I want to be a better that, and then when they get out, they do the same thing over and over again. We've seen that. Hell, we've had family members that did that shit. And anyway, I don't want to talk about my family. But
recidivism.
Yeah. But to see him go to prison, get out, get back into football, play ball, retire, been on TV as an analyst, and now become a head coaching job.
Yeah.
And not only that, been a spokesperson for Peter.
Tell me God ain't good. Sure.
Man.
God is good, baby.
That is the true.
That's a blessing.
That is the true meaning of paying your debts to society and society forgiving you for the things that you do. So, congrats.
Society don't always forgive people because look at Chris Brown. Even though he's still up there as an entertainer, he could be way bigger. But a lot of people do not forgive everybody.
Here's my thing. Let's not compare Chris Brown to Mike Vick. Mike Vick did go back and did do stuff with Peter. Chris Brown didn't go back to domestic. Yeah. True. And he, come on. So let's, and I love Chris Brown. Yeah. I love Chris Brown.
Okay, I get what, I see what you're
nice
saying.
Young man. But, we just can't. Yeah. Okay. I understand what you, I knew you was going somewhere with that. Okay.
Somewhere, we ain't know where.
You knew you were going somewhere. So
my friend was going somewhere.
Here's the thing. Tomorrow starts the college football playoffs. So if you don't know, this is the first year that 12 teams get to play in the college football playoffs. And tomorrow night we have Indiana and Notre Dame starting in the college football playoffs, which is going to be a very good game, really good game. So I'm so excited to see college football playoffs. And then Saturday, we got a whole slate of football games starting at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Are you leaving your house? Oh, you got the...
I got to go to the funeral.
Yeah.
I got to go to the funeral. So I would probably miss the SMU game. We do have 2 Texas teams in the college football playoffs. Mm-hmm. SMU and the University of Texas, UT. Mm-hmm. So I'll be pulling for both Texas teams that is in the playoffs. So SMU do play at 11 a.m. Saturday. Then Texas play at 3. Mm-hmm. And then the last game is at that night. So, and in the midst of all of that, we still got high school state championship games all day. And we got professional football on all day. So every one of these TVs y'all see in here will have a different game on Saturday. High school.
That is unhinged.
Is that normal?
High school, college, and pro.
Oh, God. Yeah, absolutely.
Will be on Saturday.
That's a lot going on.
Huh?
I said my household it is.
Yeah. You got to pick up the mic.
Oh, sorry. In my household it is. Yeah. 3 TVs, 3 different genres of sports.
So I need to come to your house and watch the game. Right? So
my bar is built in.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
So look, it's going to be a long day for me Saturday between a funeral and all-day football. But I love it, except the funeral.
Hydrate. You got this. Hydrate and in for the long haul.
Awesome Adderall. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
But I don't have much to say about anything else about the sports. Now, I can really get into the sports.
We know.
Yeah.
Oh, we know.
The whole sports thing.
Yeah.
I can go a whole show of just.
Oh, we know. This happened several times. So, but
Yeah.
we're not going to do that today.
Okay, and I'm not going to talk shit about nobody
Not
Okay, hold on. Here.
right.
Wait a minute. Half the
Look,
fun
let me
is
tell you
talking
something.
shit. Come on. Half the fun's talking
Okay.
shit. I mean,
So-
come on. Let's do a little
So,
bit.
all right. So here's what I want to talk about.
All right, bring it.
So the Heisman Trophy was just presented Saturday,
Shit. Yeah.
which Travis Hunter won, the kid from Colorado, and a lot of people are very excited. And congratulations to Travis Hunter. But it's always a big hairy butt coming behind it.
Yeah.
So, but I say it was a popularity win. I'm not saying that he's not a great player, because he is. He played a lot of snaps on both sides of the ball, so I kind of that's the one thing I would give him. But the kid out of Boise State, the running back, who's also from Texas, that kid had first place in every statistical category of his
Oh wow.
of his position. Every statistical category, first place in everything. And here's what I tell people. If that kid was coached by Deion Sanders,
Yeah.
he'd have won. Because that's the only reason why Travis Warner really won. Because Deion talked to his friends and the people that's voting, and he lobbied for it and all that, and he won. So
You really think he did that?
I'm sure he did.
Or do you think it was just a natural occurrence because of who he is?
Because of Deion?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well-
maybe their vote was just because they wanted to support their friend who they know was affiliated with.
Exactly.
So
But-
maybe he didn't say nothing. Maybe it was just the fact that his boys is down for him like that.
So here was two things. That, not only that, is that ESPN hype train and Fox Sports hype train that showed Colorado playing every week got him that.
Yeah, okay.
And we're talking about a team that wasn't at, I think Colorado got ranked like toward the end of the season.
Yeah.
They wasn't ranked in the beginning. So to see a team that's not ranked play every week on national TV is unheard of.
Like
and
the power of suggestion.
Yeah. And we know the reason why they was seen every week. Now the kid from Boise wasn't seen every week. The kid, well, Cam Ward from Miami, he was kind of seen every week. Oregon was kind of seen every week. But the kid from Boise, but I'm congratulations once again to Travis Hunter for winning it. It ain't your fault.
Oh.
It just. No, I'm just saying that. I mean, he
They say it ain't shade if it's true.
yeah. I mean, it is what it is. So I'm happy he won. Let's just say that. Now I will say this. The wrong person, the right person didn't win it to me, but he won. All right, so we're gonna move on for that. Christmas coming up.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm not a big fan of Christmas. I'm not.
Me neither.
You're not.
No.
I'm not a big fan of Christmas.
Fine.
I'm not either.
It's stressful.
I mean, it is stressful, but
So let me tell you this.
oh my
So let me tell you
God.
this. So if I wasn't married, no, at all. So I would be. I wouldn't have a girlfriend between this time
And after Valentine's Day.
until February 15th.
Yeah.
That's when I start searching for a girlfriend.
I second that.
If I wasn't married.
No, you date during the off season and then you know. Yeah.
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 So really, you drop them like
You
around by
approve.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And from Thanksgiving to the 15th, that's
Hold
reproved.
on. What'd you say, Jennifer?
No, I just say you drop them before Thanksgiving dinner, and here's why. And from a female perspective, if
Okay.
you will, okay. We were raised by our mamas that it's showtime.
Yeah.
It's theater time, and you
Yeah.
put on that Christmas magic.
Man, you better bring me to the family.
Well,
It is stressful, straight up. The last thing, no offense, is I'm worried about is a man or a date.
Oh, yeah.
It is straight up all the expectations that I got to do and perform as to put the whole magic thing to pass, hard pass, hard pass. But yeah. So we do it for others. So I mean, let's talk Christmas stockings. How many times have you filled your woman's Christmas stocking, or do we do it ourselves? So we wind up hating the holidays. We resent the holidays. We don't like it. We put on a mask. We do what's right because that's what we're supposed to do. That's our job. That's our expectation. But if you ask a woman if they really like Christmas, they're going to tell you absolutely hard pass because of the stuff that they have to do for
I
it.
see your point of view. I can agree with that.
I
like it because of the family,
We love
but-
the music. We
Yeah,
love the family.
there
We
you
love
go.
the Christmas lights. We love the whatever. But who puts it on? And by the time you get to to Valentine's Day, you were just burnt out, tired, and you don't give a flying frick.
no, you can say it. It's unedited.
You know, we're just done, right? And then if you are more than just a homemaker and you have a career and you have things, then you have to do magic on two fronts.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It just gets to the point where I understand. I agree with you, and holidays suck.
I
But
don't.
you bring me 4th of July, I'm in. I don't have to do gifts. I don't have obligations. I can wear a bikini and we're watching fireworks. I'm good.
Hey, Shanana.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this here. I'm gonna say this, Jennifer, because this is your first time here. Don't be a stranger when come
I'm a
back every
rando.
time.
I get it.
Okay, so we celebrate 4th of July, but we also celebrate
Juneteenth.
Freedom.
Juneteenth. So we celebrate two holidays.
Well, I only celebrate one.
Well,
yeah.
No,
I
no,
take the
no,
day,
no.
nigga.
Listen,
Chill.
no, listen,
I
no,
take
listen.
the day, nigga.
No, listen.
I be, I just celebrate. Yeah.
What I'm saying is,
yeah.
here's what I'm saying. We celebrate Juneteenth
Yeah.
hard.
Hard.
We celebrate July 4th only because we get off on
Yeah.
that day.
Yeah. No bullshit. No
We
bullshit.
off for work.
Yeah. As
So-
we got older. Because when I was younger, we
Okay,
did
so-
do 4th of
so-
July.
Token white girl in the room.
No.
If I were to celebrate Juneteenth, I would be appropriating your culture. So I celebrate 4th of July to celebrate freedom as a whole. And that needs to be acknowledged.
Well, so here's what I'm gonna say about 4th.
And the reason why I say that is because I don't know any other way to show appreciation.
Yeah.
I'm not given the opportunity, the voice, or the platform to show appreciation or acceptance or culture because I'm told I can't. So I show it globally in the way I only am allowed to do it.
Okay.
It's not that I don't want to. It's a fear of,
Gotcha.
right? So there's a lot of people in my situation. We're afraid to support. We're afraid to show. We're afraid to do those things because we're going to see and I think the last 2 years have proven it, retaliation for that.
Really?
So we'll celebrate 4th of July as a general statement of freedom. It doesn't matter whose freedom.
Gotcha.
Because if we were to do it in another platform, it gets taken wrong.
Yeah.
And we don't know how to do it right. Because
Yeah.
nobody says, okay, how do you do it correctly?
And see, this is why we have those conversations on here because
I don't have a platform to do it
Exactly.
correctly. Nobody tells me how to do it correctly. So I do it in the only way that I have to generate myself.
Exactly. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. So this is the reason why I'm glad you're on the show because we got to have these type of conversations because we don't know. We don't know. We don't know what everybody think and what's going on and what's going on in other cultures. We assume, but we don't know until we have a conversation. Now, like I say, once again, we do celebrate. Well, like I say, I celebrate
Yeah.
4th of July because it's a day of we off, and we go heavy on Juneteenth because that's a celebration of knowing that
Our freedom, yeah.
Huh?
No, you got it.
That was knowing that we was free, had freedom.
Yeah.
At that time.
Fair.
So.
So coach me. What am I supposed to do?
So here's the thing about it. Your 4th of July and our Juneteenth. So when your 4th of July happened, we wasn't free. We didn't have any freedom. So that's why we strongly with Juneteenth, because that's the time when we actually had a chance to have freedom. Now, here's the thing about this. We love allies. We love allies, and people that. How do we find out? We have these conversations.
Agree.
About what do we need to do collectively as a people.
Is to not make assumptions.
And not make assumptions from either side. Mm-hmm. And even with everything that we talk about up here, it's for everybody. Because I've been saying that. I've been saying we need to have other culture. We've had LGBTQ people here because we need to learn about people need to learn about each other, because if we don't, we're going to always assume the wrong.
Like an echo chamber.
Do you know what assume stands for? If you break it up, break up the word assume.
Just ask.
Ask out of you and me. You ask.
Ask out of you and me? Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
I never thought about
Right. So, but do you see my perspective?
Mm-hmm.
I have to be even more accepted than you have to be accepted of me. There's a reverse going on in today's culture, and no matter how much I try to support, I'm beaten down for supporting. So what do I do?
Well, a lot of times, to me, that's somebody who is
ignorant,
and too. Sometimes you can have too much black power.
Let's just say it.
For the most part, and what I mean by that is that when you don't want to hear nothing else from no other race, whether it's white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever, it's all about black. So, and it's not right. That's not the right thinking to have in the society that we're in.
Well, and I can say I sat in this chair today, as a rando walking in here, and I sat in this chair today to decide, to be a part of this podcast, because I could read the room, and I show acceptance, grace, understanding. Coco, you and I were at the counter there, and there was very warm and inviting, and I believe in those people. I don't care about your background.
Yeah, I
really do. I can read an energy in the room. I can tell, who to approach, who not to approach, who to wait to approach to me. And I think that's fantastic. And so I decided to sit in this chair and give it a shot. I think, and I don't regret it.
And all of that doesn't matter, man. When you put people in the room, like you said, you can
Right.
You can feel a vibe on people,
exactly.
how they feel.
Agree.
And I welcome everybody. As long as you ain't no asshole.
I agree.
Because assholes come in every color.
Absolutely. Shape and size.
Every color. So as long as you're not an asshole, I don't give a damn. Because at the end of the day, I run a business and I love green.
Tell it like a TI is then.
I love green. And that's all that matters to me. So, but, I just enjoy having fun with my people and with everybody in here. And I'm glad that you're here once again. We're going to pivot to something else real quick.
Yeah, pivot.
You like that word, huh?
All right.
You like that word? Okay. So last week, a week before last, what day was that? All right. We know the United Healthcare work guy. Yeah. So if anybody have anybody watched the movie John Q?
Yeah.
With Denzel Washington? So that what reminded me a lot of that. I mean, differently, but sort of the same.
Like that could have been the mindset.
Huh?
Like that could have been the mindset behind why he did what he did. Right.
But having insurance, these insurance companies make so much fucking money.
Agree.
So much money. And we depend on that. If you do have insurance, we depend on hey, if I'm sick, how could I get well? Or if my kid's sick, how could I get well? Could y'all help me? And a lot of these, since my mom have Humana, and they suck. But I ain't gonna say they suck. They just take a long fucking time to get back with you as far as your stuff. Now, I would, God forbid, if anything happened to my mom and I gotta wait on these people. So in my head, if something happened to my mom and I'm waiting on the insurance company to give it approval or whatever the situation may be, I may snap too. Or something happened with my kid and they telling me we gotta wait until it get approved, and
you know I have a mouthful on this because I'm gonna tell you what my kidney transplant just kind of, let me give you a health care scenario. So okay, so my bachelor's is actually in health administration. So you know, I have been, you know, educated under the administrative side of hospital stuff. But, you know, even just in my personal experience, I remember a time when I had Medicaid. And I remember a time when I had insurance through my job. And I walked through some of the same doors, and the treatment was very much different. And I witnessed that, you know, firsthand. That's what kind of guided my major. And so just as recently with this kidney transplant, so, you know, I have state-funded insurance through my job. You know, I work for New York State. And I have, you know, as this one lady said it, some good-ass insurance. So, you know, I start having the problems with the kidney. I'm in and out the hospital. I'm on dialysis. And gratefully, my insurance, my job insurance, is, as the lady said, it's good as hell. So, you know, a lot of things were covered, but then there was still my you know, obligations that I had to pay. But then you fast forward, kidney transplant was $100 grand. My insurance covered 95. I was responsible for $5 grand. But then I have insurance through my job. After I came back from FMLA, my job insurance is telling me that I have to go and get Medicare for a period of 3 years, and they now become my secondary insurance. So now I'm paying $175 a month for Medicare because I had to have a kidney transplant, and my insurance no longer wants to bear that cost. It's the only thing I can think of. So now with them being my secondary insurance, whenever I have a claim through Medicare and there's a portion of it that Medicare does not cover, my secondary insurance is supposed to kick in, but they ain't kicked the goddamn thing. So now, not only have I have spent $20,000 trying to navigate, trying to survive, just getting through my first year, you know, of this transplant. In addition to, now that the insurance is not covering whatever Medicare didn't cover, or because of the complexities of my insurance through my job, it was a split level plan. So I had Blue Cross Blue Shield and I had United Healthcare. So they didn't know how to build the shit because it's an out-of-town insurance. So instead of trying to figure the shit out, they send the part that the claim was denied on to a collection agency. Now my credit score has gone from a 779 to a 667.
Oh, wow.
So not only is my credit being hit with these crazy-ass medical bills, and I'm talking about they're still talking about after they done got 90% of the insurance, they still talking about I owe $3,000 and $4,000 for lab work and shit. It's crazy. I saw a video just earlier today. A guy was asking people in the UK how much they thought medication and stuff was, and they was like, "This shit is absurd." One guy got a bill in the mail for lab work, $12,000 for fucking lab work. I slipped my own goddamn finger. Like, what are we doing? Like I got an itemized bill the first time I was hospitalized and when I went into kidney failure. It was this fucking thick. A pint of blood that is donated freely is $395. A pint. A pint. I combed through that bill and a aspirin is $5.95. An aspirin. An aspirin.
And that's not name brand.
And it ain't Tylenol because my head still was hurting. But I mean, like, you know, it's crazy how they get money hand over fist. And like literally, when I saw that, I used to tell her, I got aspirin in my purse. Like, this is ridiculous because that shit just adds up. It adds up. To have a semi-private room, $17,000 a day. $17,000 a day. I have hospital bills that said that a 5-day hospital stay was almost $250,000.
I don't even read that shit.
Our healthcare system is fucked up.
And
it is, as the kids say, diabolical. Them niggas is wilding.
I'm going to say something controversial.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay? But it's the elephant in the room, and I'm going to say it. I do not condone violence in any capacity ever. But sometimes a dramatic scene has to happen for the conversation to occur.
I agree.
That's it.
I think they call it a necessary evil, kind of like a necessary evil.
Yeah. What you got to say, Taker?
Well, what I was going to say is that, this country is ran by the pharmaceutical companies and the insurance companies. They're not here to help you survive.
Right.
You know, they're here to make you sicker.
Agree.
You know, that's how they make money.
Yep.
You know, trust me, there's a cure for cancer.
Yep.
But they choose not to put it out there because there's no money in the cure.
Right.
And so,
Job security.
You look at Canada. Canada don't even charge for insurance. Everybody in Canada is taken care of medically, you know, at no cost. And so, you know.
But when you get sick, you have a 6-month waiting period to get treatment for cancer. So though socialized medicine is shiny on the outside, it's not the solution on the inside.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I watched Michael Moore's. He said it's not true.
The solution is somewhere in the middle.
They said that's not true. I watched a documentary on that. They said it's not even a 6-month wait for that kind of stuff. Like, they literally can go in and you know, get whatever they need within a reasonable time.
Well, that's new information to me.
It was new to me. I just
to be
seen
honest,
it like 3 days ago.
But I honestly believe the solution is somewhere in the middle. You know, anything extreme, socialism, capitalism, whatever. It's the answer is it's somewhere in the middle, right? So I agree and concede to both points. You know, but that's why I choose to live a life that's a little bit different. Like, I don't use liquid body wash because I know the chemicals in there, right? Goat milk, soap, things like that. So I go more organically to certain things. I can't do it for everything. That's unrealistic. But to your point, we're supposed to be chemically dependent to be sick instead of the health care to solve to be healthy. And you need the shock and awe to turn the mindset around. Because we need more solutions and less corrective prescriptions.
Yeah.
It's
And
nothing more.
did I mention that I'm on medication for the rest of my life?
Wow. For the rest of your life?
Yeah, I have to take.
Oh, once you have a kidney transplant, you're on for life. You're on for life.
Any transplant.
I have to take anti-rejection medication twice a day.
But here's the thing: at some point, I think that medicine should be covered. 100%. I think your meds for life should be covered at 100%, zero cost to you. I also think that we should promote healthy products. And if you've ever spent a time in Europe, and I don't know who's been out of the country here, but I've been overseas, and if you spend any time over there, the products are illegal over there than what's allowed over here, and they have less dramatic health conditions. And if we would adopt some of other countries' policies, behaviors, and acceptance, I think we would be better off.
That'll never happen. That'll never happen.
Well,
You know,
reality
this is a
and
capitalist country, so you know, so that'll never happen. You know, if we were to adopt those policies or those practices,
It'd be
I mean,
anarchy.
the money. No.
what would you do?
What would I do?
Yes.
As far as what?
A general statement of solution.
There is. I mean, really, at this point, there is no solution. I mean, the only solution is to die. I mean, shit. I mean, you know, that's the only solution I can give right now. I mean, you know, because it don't matter what you eat, what you put on your body, what you don't put on your body, what you don't eat. Everything in this country is tainted. It's poison.
I do agree.
You know, even the vegetables, they at one point were good. Now they're even, you know. I mean, it's.
Let me ask you a question.
But at some point, you got to take baby steps to not make it worse.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that what happened to the United Healthcare guy, that got all of their attention?
Had to get somebody attention, but then it doesn't. And I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist or just I'm talking out the side of my neck, but I mean, it may have gotten their attention, but there's a possibility it wasn't the way that we wanted them to. They might just be finna tighten up on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you always hope that that something like this does shift the moral compass, but you gotta, if you just really look at the state our country is in right now, the shit is broke. Like this country is ghetto, and there is not a whole lot of faith in this country. It's already shallow for a person who is black and a woman. So, it becomes a thing where it's just like, look, don't nothing surprise me anymore. I would really hope that, there will be a positive shift and that would open up some conversations that need to be had and some evaluations or whatever needs to be done. But then we know that there's a lot of convoluting going on. You know what I mean? This shit is like a cipher. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, all this shit is, is connected. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like you said, it's a cure for cancer. They're
Right.
not trying to give us that shit.
But
You
we
know what I
got to
mean?
connect as a group. We got to connect as a whole and force our opinions to make the government change, which is hard, and it's not going to change on a dime, and it's going to take another 30 years to do that. But if we don't come as a collective voice, then the answer is never a solution versus a slow solution. So I'd rather take a slow impact solution as a collective voice than none at all.
Well, at the age that we're at right now,
Well, I mean, it's more about our grandchildren.
more about our
It's about
grandchildren
our
now.
grandchildren
Yeah,
at this point,
yeah.
and I agree to that. But we have to collectively come together and make that reverse the train.
Of course, you already know that Europe and other countries like Canada have very good health care. How would y'all feel if, they kind of adopted that and, they take out almost 30%, 25% of taxes out of not just your check, but everyone who makes any kind of check, just for the whole country to have, fair health care, no questions asked. You can walk in and get anything for free, whatever it is, no matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's a surgery, it doesn't matter if it's just some medication or a checkup or even a doctor's visit to your home.
So
If everybody had to pay that much. How would you feel?
So, Coco, I agree 100%, but that means everybody has to get a job and nobody has a free ride unless you truly have a disability.
And then we have to figure out what is it called, the unemployment rate.
Then it's define them, put boundaries.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, what is the unemployment rate in those countries? Is it like the U.S. or is it not? You know, and plus we have, I'm sure our population in the United States is way more than it is in those countries. But I mean, how would you feel if they had to take 25% to 30% out of every single person's check to get every single person free
why
healthcare?
would they have to do
If
that?
every
that
person
because,
is contributing.
well, I mean,
Because some people worry about the deficit versus worrying about, you know.
I heard this guy today, and he said something, and I mean, I know it's not this simplistic, but just follow the train of thought. So the gentleman was being asked about reparations, but I'm going to translate it over into this healthcare thing, and the point that he was making, the argument has always been, oh, doing something like that would cripple the economy. That's the same argument that's for healthcare. Okay. You know what I mean? That it would cripple the economy. We wouldn't. We couldn't afford it. He says, I find it odd that you can find trillions of dollars for wars, but you cannot pay reparation, or you cannot provide health care for your country. So y'all be finding money in the couch cushions or something, because y'all ass come up with money for every damn thing else that's gonna push the agenda of whomever they trying to. You know what I'm saying?
I don't never believe that shit that we're in debt and we're drowning.
They be finding money for dumb shit.
We make money. We print the shit.
And I know it's a whole thing. You can't have so much of the dollar in circulation because it devalues it. We're not that ignorant. But at the same time, goddamn, the solution can't be that goddamn far-fetched.
What does that matter to the middle class?
What you mean? What does that matter?
That doesn't matter to the middle class. If how the dollar devalues, and so because a lot of us are living paycheck to paycheck. Now, I don't want to get off subject. I want to stay on subject as far as the healthcare. All I wanted to say on that was, when we're talking about healthcare and people, healthcare workers like myself, we get caught in the middle too, because insurance companies, they drop the healthcare from the hospital, and the healthcare companies in negotiation. We are unaware. We just get a letter that says we are no longer with Sigma. We are no longer with Blue Cross Blue Shield. We're with somebody else. So then we have to pay whatever negotiated rate that they have negotiated, and then they tell us we no longer cover this. And it might be something major that you might have been waiting, like they said, for pre-authorization, and we're like, oh, man, So, I mean, people are just stuck in the middle. We're like pawns in the middle of all of this.
Mm-hmm. All these goddamn insurance companies, I call them just in case shit.
For real.
Just in case some shit happens.
Just in case.
Here's a random question. Who decided that your vision and dental are separate from your health care?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Like your teeth and your eyes ain't in your damn head. Right.
Like, why do I have to?
Are my eyes and teeth separate from the rest of my body, and I'm the only one who doesn't see that?
If you neglect your mouth, like that can happen. You can have a heart attack if you
exactly.
No, that's how my brother passed.
And you could have a very bad dental job and wind up with a heart attack 2 years later because you had a bad dental job. Like,
what?
Who decided that was different?
So why this shit can't be one?
And you can have high blood
pressure. I gotta have a
cleaning your teeth and all that.
Insurance for my
can of worms open everywhere.
Fuck?
This shit is wild. Yeah,
just in case.
But what dumbass decided that was a separate entity from my body?
Yeah.
Yes. Like, why is that separate?
Ain't my eyes still in my fucking? Ain't my teeth still in my? Like it.
Yeah. Because if your teeth, because that's how my brother got the infection in his heart.
I will give you Tylenol, but by God, you're going to be blind.
Yeah.
I mean, really, be honest with you, you look at your. I'm self-employed, so I don't have a breakdown of what I'm paying, and I don't pay that shit anyway. So if you look at it, you look at how much insurance you're paying day in and day out every month. I'm not talking about just medical insurance. I'm talking about car insurance, home insurance.
Just in case some shit happens.
You know,
Pyramid
that
scheme.
shit adds up. You know, I guarantee.
I agree with you on
I
that.
guarantee you, if you look at your insurance, I guarantee you paying about $1,000 or more a month just in insurance.
It's
Just
a
an issue.
multi-level marketing scheme. It's like the true MIL or MLL.
You gotta have insurance just in case. Some
Just
shit
in
happens.
case.
And then the insurance be tripping, not just medical, but they be tripping about, paying out, premiums and stuff like that when, like, it states in your contract you are owed X, Y, and Z, but then they still try to, dog you out, whatever. I
That's just like them punk ass auto warranties.
It's all goes yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's like
When
them
you're
punk
paying,
ass
but when they try
auto
to pay,
warranties.
when it's
Because
time to
I'm
pay.
gonna fight somebody behind the auto warranty.
I mean, a lot of us don't read.
Yeah.
A lot of us don't read what we. A lot of us don't sign. I mean, a lot of us sign, but we don't read. And then the first thing that happens when you go to the hospital is what? How are you going to pay today?
Because
That's the first thing. They don't treat you. They want to
Hey,
know
it's
how
the-
you're going to pay
we
today.
don't read
Tell
it
them
because
Jesus
we
paid
go with
it
what
all.
we can afford.
Yeah.
Hey,
We don't read it because we go with what we can afford out of pocket.
it's that woman. When that woman coming there with that fucking computer,
I ain't got no money.
I was just in the hospital a few months
You
ago.
better lie. Give somebody else's name. And
I
somebody
was
else's
just in the
social
hospital
security
a
number.
few months ago, and when that woman coming there with that computer, and so can I see your insurance card? And all right, so how much can you pay? How much can I pay today? Bitch, I'm sick. I ain't worried about no goddamn.
Yeah,
But-
and then all of a
seems
sudden
so
you're
rude.
evaluating your pain scale, and you're like, "Oh, I don't hurt that bad."
I feel like that's so crass and the wrong time.
You want to
Yeah.
grab the mic? You know better. Grab the mic.
I just feel like it's crass and it's like the wrong time to do that. I've been to the hospital too. So it's like, really, why they gonna do that? Like, literally, you're still sick, you're still hurting or whatever. You're not in your right state of mind. Hopefully you are, but most of the time people going to the hospital aren't. So why do that right then and there and asking about some money? Like, damn, it just seems like, I know it's their job, but I'm not talking about that. It's the whole system. It's the whole fucking system that's fucked up. Like, that should be done on another day or maybe like come back another day or whatever. Like, don't do that while that person is just still there.
No,
But-
bitch, fix me first.
Yeah, fix me, and then we'll worry about how you're getting
Then I
paid.
can reach in my pocket and pay you if you
That's
finish
right.
it.
Then once I'm coherent, then I can tell you everything.
But in all fairness, we didn't get here overnight. We're not going to solve it overnight. So collectively, we need to band together and solve it over time so our grandchildren have a better life. We didn't get here overnight. We didn't pay overnight. We didn't get fucked overnight. Sorry, can I say that out loud?
Yeah, you can't say that.
Okay, sorry. So you're not going to get unfucked overnight, right?
Pretty much.
So-
I hate the fact that it took however long and whatever took to get to this point. It's really fucked up. Like, the whole system is fucked up. The food system is messed up. The monetary system is messed up. Government is messed up. Insurance is messed up.
These kids are fucked
These
up.
kids, mentally, all that. It's just like the United States is really in a very bad place. Even though we are the land of opportunity, we're supposed to be the best country in the world. We are patriots of our own country. You should be. However, when you take a good look at it and be very, critical, you'll see that a lot of things need to be fixed, and we can learn a lesson from other countries if we would, stick our tail between our ass and like.
So before we go into fuck that, I don't even want to talk about that no more. We're gonna pivot to something else
Pivot.
because I want to say this because we
We
got
collectively agree.
you'll agree on a lot of that shit. So then we good. We ain't gonna keep hitting over that over and over again. But I will say this. So I referee high school basketball, and last year was my first time back after 10, 12 years of refereeing. And so I see these kids now, and I just shake my head like, this is who we leaving this country to?
Wait, hold on. There's a high school students don't know their address. That's all I'm gonna say. Had to open up their phone.
Hey, man.
Isn't that the first thing that your parents teach you when you're like 6, 7, 5, or whatever? You know your telephone number, you know your address, and then you have a password with your family or whatever. Somebody want to come pick you up if you don't get in a car with strangers.
Yeah.
Like it's certain
Let me tell you something.
That baby didn't know her address.
The school system is fucked up.
All of this shit is fucked up.
All of it.
All of
And I'm at the point like, and I got a granddaughter who's about to be 2 next month.
Oh,
I'm worried.
me too.
And I say that because we got some punk ass parents.
Facts.
And these kids are so fucking disrespectful. I did a game the other night. I'm not gonna say what high school I was at, but after the game, I'm walking out. Parents are walking out, and this, I ain't gonna call him a young man, he's a boy. This boy telling this girl about his dick in front of parents. Oh my God. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these? Don't you know?
My mom would have knocked my lips off my face. Boy, first of all, who is the boy you standing here talking to?
First of
Let's
all,
start there.
First of all, these kids don't have no respect for themselves.
That's where it starts.
They have no respect for the parents and adults. They have no respect for life, period. None. And these kids now, they got too many rights that they've been given. We didn't have a right to do a motherfucking thing. Hey,
okay, but we're also Gen X, and they didn't even know where we were. Like there was a 10:00 news statement that says, "Do you know where your children
kids
are?"
Yep.
When I was a kid, growing up in my grandmother's house, whatever she cooked,
that's what I ate.
Everybody about to eat.
That's what you ate. If you
That's
didn't
what
eat
you
that, you going to bed
Hungry.
Now, you cook something, these kids, I don't want to eat that.
They done opened up your DoorDash app and ordered some shit.
Exactly.
But at the same time, we are the adults. And we allow that kind of shit to happen.
So,
I have 4 daughters. 23, 22, 19, 18. And I didn't play that shit. I took that same concept that my mama did with me and carried on to my children. And my children are they respect well. I will say this. They got a job at Chick-fil-A. Now, when they went to go get the job, and this when they was 15, 16, I'm talking about the 2 oldest. The man that owned the Chick-fil-A, he said they were done hiring. He was just doing interviews just to have people just to have applications just in case. Mm-hmm. He came out to my vehicle and said, I had to meet the father of these 2 young ladies because they came in so respectful. Yes, sir. No, sir. And he hired them. He didn't even have no spots for them, but he made spots for them. It's about what you put in your own children, and even your grandchildren. You have a right to put something into your grandchildren. So, we talk about these kids and what they don't have or what they're not doing. Well, we gotta blame ourselves because what are we not doing? And just like at the game, when that young man was talking about his dick, you should say, hey son, hey, not right now. No, we're not gonna do this.
His daddy should have said that.
It is a village.
It takes a village to raise these children. If we go about not saying anything to these kids and just let them do what they want to do because they're not our kids, then the bullshit is gonna continue to happen. We have to stand up as men and voice what needs to be voiced at that time. Yeah. We can't allow these kids to continue to do what they do in front of us and just think it's okay. No, it's not okay. Nigga, pull your pants up. What the fuck you doing?
And I agree with you on that. But here's the thing about that.
The other parent.
Here's the thing about all of that. Now, my kids are older. My oldest son is 30, and my daughter's 25, and my youngest is 17. All of them are raised with respect. So what I want to say about this is that when you do try to correct some of these kids, now you got to back and forth because they feel like they could do that at home. Who are you to speak with them? And I don't have time to go back and forth with no kid at a school when they coaches and they administration is there that should be doing the things like that. And now, hold on, because now these kids have the right, even at these schools, they can knock the shit out of you, and you cannot do nothing to them.
No way.
Okay,
Dude,
so
I will beat your ass
so-
in front of God and country and then turn around and make another child. Like, I am
So-
not afraid of that.
to that point, what you just said,
Like that.
when a boy sees a man stand up, that boy will cower down. But you got to stand up as a man and speak as a man. When you speak as a man, then they will understand. Like, no, I'm talking. This is a man talking. It's not some coward talking. It's a man talking. And trust me, they will respect because I do it all the time.
And I get that, but when I'm in these gyms and around these parents and things like that, it's a slippery slope with some of these people.
Right.
So
You got to pick
I
your
agree
battles.
with you.
Exactly.
I agree with you, but I'm going to pile on to what he said. From a woman's perspective, I'm going to pile on what he said. We need more men in the room to stand up and be fucking men.
Yeah.
When I was in school,
Because from a mom, from a woman in the room, I don't care if you're my husband or the father of my children. If I had more men stand up and be men in the room, I think we would pivot faster.
because we also got to look at, cause my daughter's a teacher. So we also got to look at, because I hear some of the stuff she says. And she's like, yeah, Dad, we can talk to them, but we can't do anything about it. And when you go to the parent and try to talk to the parent about it, they think their kid is the right one. And it was never like that coming up. I don't give a damn how much. I got in trouble a lot in school. In elementary.
In elementary and in elementary and
But I got away with a lot of shit in high school.
There we go. Okay.
I will say that. I got
me. That's me too.
I
I got away with a lot of
shit
shit in high school. I got away with shit.
But my respect level was always up here.
Yeah.
Because number one, I had coaches that they were still popping. They still had paddles. I had a coach in middle school that had a switch. And if you got in trouble in school, during football practice, with your pants, the calf part was out. He would switch you, hit you in the back of them calves. And that was some of our punishment. In high school, the coaches brought the paddle to the game. If we was losing at halftime, guess what's happening? Line up. It's time to get those pops. So the respect was different then. And if my coach or a teacher called my mom, they believed that teacher before she was gonna believe me. What the hell you doing? And that's just what it was. It wasn't I had a chance to go back and tell my mom, hey, it's their fault. She did that. They picked on me. Why is every teacher picking on you then, if that's the case? The common denominator.
You done had these people call my damn job.
Exactly.
You gonna get your ass whooped when you get
And
home.
remember, our parents didn't have no cell phones back then. They
You had to
called
call the main number.
the job.
Oh, the job.
May I speak to Miss Simon, please?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it it was different.
I just think that the kids now they don't have discipline, or they don't have no repercussions to their actions, even when it comes to their parents. Like, what are they doing to discipline their kids besides taking away their phone? And what else? Like, they don't even have no respect for their own parents. So how are they gonna have respect for, authority, like their coaches, their teachers, or even a community member that is concerned about what's coming out of their mouth, like you were saying. That young man was talking about his DI.
Yeah, okay.
No, I agree, and I also think it's a life cycle. I think that we're at a pivotal point where I think it's going to turn back, and I think you're going to get more respect. I think it's going to take a few years, but I think it's pivotal. I think we're realizing that the timeout generation was stupid, and it's about to beat those kids again.
I'm with you.
I really think that we're at a pivotal point where you're at a turning point, and I think it's gonna turn, and it's gonna take time. But I mean, I was in high school. I mean, you screwed up. You're doing laps and push-ups until you just couldn't anymore.
That
And I raised my children that way. I was that way, and yeah, we skipped a couple generations, but I think it's coming back around. I think they're realizing. I think the world in general is realizing the timeout generation and the, you go think about what you did and come back and talk to me nicely did not work. We're back to slapping a bitch.
We as black people, we ain't never had no damn time out.
You was on the podcast last week. Yeah, I was one of those children
Well,
that
you
was
raised
raised
by a
that
white
way.
man.
Well, my mom was the disciplinary. I told you my stepdad could not discipline me because I still have my dad in my life.
So let's say this up. Hey, Julius, this is a public service announcement I'm about to say, and we need to tag Donald J. Trump for this.
Lord, here we go.
Mr. Trump, President Trump,
President-elect.
President-elect Trump. You want to make America great again? Bring back corporal punishment. Boom, right there.
There you go, Adam.
Bring back beating these kids' ass.
Make sure y'all send that to his ass directly.
Put it in his DM.
Okay, now we're like at hashtag Gen X at this point.
Yeah.
For real.
I promise you.
I mean, ever since we had the disintegration of capital punishment, I'm gonna say I have people in my family who thought that the way we were raised was archaic. Okay, and they vowed not to raise their kids the way that we were raised.
Shit.
So we had some mismatches in our family because when their kids did something wrong, they didn't want us to touch their kids. We could tell them what their kid did wrong, and they say, well, they might have had a bad day or something that's going wrong with them. And I was like, are we in the same family? And so forth.
Man, fuck that. I'm not mad at getting my ass whooped as a kid. So my kids my son did. He really got his ass whooped. My daughter, it was more I can look at her and all of that changed, But my son, I had to whoop his ass like a man one time when he started growing hair on his nuts. He thought since I got some hair on my nuts, my voice got a little deeper. All right, I'm gonna try you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It didn't work out for him.
Okay.
The way he thought it was gonna work out.
Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick.
But it's a kid's job to test the boundaries, and it's a parent's job to show you where they are.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, to this day, he thanked me for that.
Yeah.
He thanked me for that ass whooping that he got, because after that, I ain't never had no problems with him no more. That's just a testament of whooping ass.
When I was in high school, I went to Jack Yates. We had wood shop. And like you said, the coaches had the paddles. When I was in high school, I took wood shop. I made me 3 paddles. A big one, a big thick one with holes in it, and a small one. And that was for my children whenever I had children. Didn't know I was gonna have all girls, but guess what? They got their ass with them paddles. I didn't discriminate because they were girls. I mean, I had all girls. If I would have had one, she might not have gotten it. But because I had all girls, they all got it. So I whoop ass.
And that's what it's about.
Just knowing your kid, you know what I'm saying? Like you did, like you raised your daughter and she didn't need whippings. Like But
I whooped her once.
Well, yeah, and then they probably learned they lesson.
But
They didn't
after
want
that, I
that shit no
didn't.
more.
They just gotta know you would.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once they
fear in
know
these
you
kids.
would, you're not. You'll definitely call their bluff on it. They won't do it again.
There you go.
Because they were some habitual line steppers. They gon' but that's just kids. They gon' step. They gon'.
Well, I have a 25-year-old and a 21-year-old. I realize I'm old. I get that. But if you think I won't, my son's 6'1". If you don't think I won't climb him like a little tree monkey and choke his ass out, you're wrong. I will. And he will not disrespect me. I'm 5'2". He's 6'1", and I will take him down and make another one. And I have no problem with that. And I will look you dead in the eyes and say, you will absolutely respect everyone of a senior elder level. I don't care. And he is one of the most respectful people. Now, does he pull shenanigans behind my back? Absolutely. But he would never do it in a room because he can read it, because that's how he was trained. Yeah. That's how he was raised. He's an amazing man because of it. But I was not the timeout generation. I was the I will kill you generation and make another one.
I ain't believing that
Like,
timeout
I am not
shit.
afraid to tell you and bury a body. And I say that, but I'm in all seriousness, right? I mean, because to some degree, these kids are born and raised and should be testing boundaries. And I was to show him where those guardrails are. That's my job.
Black people had time out. It was when your ass was in that coma after they done knocked your head off your goddamn shoulders.
That's when you
That's
tap
your
them-
time
you tap
out.
them
Your
on the
ass
forehead.
unconscious. Because they done beat the brakes off your ass.
Is that when you tap them in the forehead and ask them if they had a good nap?
You all right?
Oh yeah, you go right to sleep afterwards. Have to get your. Oh yeah.
That's your time out.
You rested now? Because
Yeah.
you done?
That's
Yeah,
your
that-
time. That was time out.
When you got your ass beat so good and it made you go to sleep.
Yeah, that's your time. That was time out for us.
Yeah, that's your time.
That was
out.
my time out.
Yeah, and then back then the punishment for us, a lot of times, if you didn't get your ass whooped, you couldn't go outside.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, you talking about depressed.
Oh, that was horrible.
And watching your friends in the street playing.
No, well, that wasn't that bad for me because I was a part-time nerd. Oh. So, like, I had all my Babysitter Club books and shits in Fear Street. So, when I was on punishment, I just read books.
I ain't read shit.
I like to read. I like to read. So, my punishment wasn't that bad.
I was reading Buffy and Mac.
I already know you was on Big Booty Hoes Volume 3.
Yeah.
I can tell you we were opposite.
Yeah.
I was the one where they're like, yeah, you can't be friends with her.
Oh, damn.
I was looking at like Biggins magazine.
Yeah.
and
What was
It was
the
a
one?
walking
XXL
warning
or something
label.
like that?
Triple XL?
Yeah, was it Triple XL?
No, it was
I was a warning.
Blacktail.
Blacktails.
Blacktail.
Blacktail magazine.
Blacktail magazine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Disclaimer.
Yeah.
Disclaimer.
I was raised a little. Yeah, very
mannish.
much. Very much.
Yeah,
So,
it was mannish.
So it's time to pivot to something else. I just want to talk about whooping kids' ass, and Donald Trump bring that shit back, corporate punishment.
Whoop that tree.
I want to pivot to this because we talk about some men and women. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. I don't give a damn about. This is not the podcast to come get relationship advice from us.
Please don't.
Please don't come on this podcast trying to get relationship advice because my advice may be fucked up for some of y'all.
Facts.
So, because like last week we kind of got into a man-woman thing, and nah, I don't want to do that shit.
I don't like them
It was all men.
I don't like those conversations.
I don't like. So here's the thing: men and women are gonna be fucked up anyway. At the end of the day, everybody rolling the dice on somebody.
Right. No bullshit.
Either you gonna hit big or you gonna crap
out.
the fuck out.
Hell yeah, shit.
Bottom line, that's my advice. And if I get another lady come and ask me what do I need to do, and listen, I'm finna tell you this here, honey. And we need to tag Steve Harvey for this shit because he like to give advice and fuck all that shit. So here's what you need to do, honey. With your man, you and your man need to get a girlfriend.
He told y'all don't ask him for advice. Y'all didn't listen.
No, we get women to ask for advice. Like, man, don't ask me for get a girlfriend for you and your man. And here's the thing. Now you need to tell him, look, you can't go outside. You and her can't do nothing outside. It always got to be us. And you can't go and find no other woman and all that. So y'all get a girlfriend.
Didn't that rapper, some rapper, the girl that they let in or whatever, end up getting pregnant on the side? The girl that they let in or something like that, like a month ago.
I think that'll happen several times.
A lot of people are exploring polygamous relationships.
That happened in the
these days.
Bible.
I don't know nothing about no rappers that doing that, but I'm telling you right now, ladies, you want to keep your man, get a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And that's why he said don't ask him for advice.
Don't ask
but
me
what
for
he
advice no more.
telling, that might work. Some people, that might work for some people. Some people.
Yeah, polygamy is becoming very popular in the United States now.
I feel like I could have a husband and a boyfriend, but not like to the point where it's like.
Y'all in the same room together and doing.
Yeah. Cause like my homeboy, he got the perfect setup, right?
Tell us about
Explain.
Please. I'm curious.
The husband is at the house. The boyfriend is at the apartment. Wednesday through Sunday afternoon, he's at the apartment. Sunday evening till Wednesday morning, he's at the,
At the house.
So, yeah, and he stay over there, mind his business. He stay over there, mind his business. And everything is everything. And
I'm confused. You said it's a lady that's has two men? Or
No.
a
It's my
guy?
homeboy and his boyfriend and his husband.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. I need like a board with strings and dots. Like I'm trying to figure this out. You have a what and a where?
Let me break it down. Okay.
I'm trying.
I got you. Okay. So my friend,
It's a male.
he's a male.
Okay.
That's gay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's gay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has a boyfriend
Got it.
and I call him his husband because he's been with him longer than the boyfriend.
Okay.
Has a husband and a boyfriend.
And they're okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The husband stays in a nice house.
Okay.
The boyfriend stays at the nice high-rise apartment.
Okay.
And he has a schedule of where he spends his time. Wednesday through Sunday, midday, he's at home. Sunday through Wednesday morning, he's at the apartment.
Damn. Not even with the husband.
That is a lot to unpack.
Yeah, it is, but it sounds very.
And
it
sounds like very
tempting.
complicated laundry situation there.
Trust me.
Like I don't know where you're washing your underwear, but
Trust
it
me.
sounds like
Look,
a lot to
he
me.
paid right. There you go. I mean, like
All
you
right.
ain't got to pack an overnight bag for your other house.
Trust me.
I'm good.
They packing all right.
Oh, God.
Here we go. You know what? Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Shut
They
up.
fudge. They fudge.
But
They
if it was
fudge packing.
reverse,
I was just going to say.
If it was
if it was
reversed,
I
reverse,
was gonna say that women need to have, the stigma behind women having two partners, meaning a husband and a boyfriend that are cool with it, like that situation, Wednesday through whatever, and then Sunday through whatever.
I'm with the shit.
I'm with the shits, man.
I'm with the shits.
I'm with it.
Because
Well-
when my husband get on my nerves, I go with my boyfriend. I go to my boyfriend's house.
Don't call me. You know I'm
well, here's the thing
Shit.
about that. Here's the thing about that.
That's why who's single?
It sounds nice for the women. It's two things.
It ain't gonna go for that.
It ain't enough men
Oh yeah, that's true. Good
out
man.
here
Good man.
for women. And number
Everybody
two,
sharing any motherfucking way at this point.
and the other thing is, men are territorial.
Yeah, very much so. But you be surprised. I mean,
I
I
mean-
met
Males. You got to get two beta males.
I met at my show in Wichita.
so
Be quiet, boy. I met a lady and she was out with her boyfriend at the comedy show. And, huh?
Boyfriends with the
No, she was out with her boyfriend. She has two boyfriends. she was at the comedy show with her boyfriend, with her, with one of her boyfriends, and the other one was wherever he was at or whatever. And it was just funny because on the drive to Wichita, me and the other comedian, my homegirl, we were talking about that. You know what I mean? Because okay, I almost told my business. So it's something wrong with this show because it be giving me diarrhea at the mouth. I'm gonna fuck around and get fucked up messing with this show.
Somebody gonna see it and you gonna be
no, it ain't moving like that. But I'm telling too many of my plays. So yeah, we would just happen to be talking about that. And she mentioned it, I think, on stage or something. And so a lady in the audience stopped her and was like, yeah, I'm on a date with my boyfriend. My husband's at home. And I'm like, bullshit. I'm kind of fucking with it. Like, but I don't want us all to be like one happy family walking down the street, all holding hands and all goofy shit like that. That's a bit much.
So I was just going to say, sometimes it takes two men to handle all 37 personalities.
Bingo.
We're in a four-week luteal cycle, and sometimes it takes two people to manage that shit.
Listen, I got two middle names, okay? I'm a lot of people.
But
let's say, Jennifer,
you need
go ahead.
one man to tame that ass. That's all you need.
What?
You need one man to tame that ass.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty
You
much.
need one
of them
right
may be
man
better
or
at
two
sexing
wrong
it
men.
up.
No, I'm not talking about sexually. I'm talking about mentally. Mentally. You need
But
one
sometimes
man.
it takes two to do that.
You know, Pop.
Okay, you
Like,
want to
you
talk
got the
about
right man. You
weak-ass
got the
children?
right man
Let's
to do
talk
it.
about weak-ass men.
Whoa. What you say, Jennifer?
Oh, no, I don't remember that.
Now you said it. She said something about
No,
weak ass men. Say
No,
it.
okay, you want to talk about weak-ass children? Let's talk about weak-ass men.
Okay, talk. Let's go.
So women go outside of their home because of weak-ass men.
Booyaka.
Because a true strong men, you don't need anything more than one.
Boom. That's what I was thinking. Like that's what I just said to you.
And that's why we piecing these niggas together.
Well.
All I wanted
That's
to say,
why we
Pop.
piecing them together. You need two people. We have
Yeah.
to take two of them to make a whole.
Okay,
Lord.
But that's why I
I
said you
totally
need
stirred
two
the
beta
pot. I totally
males.
get that. I stirred the
Equal
pot.
one.
But unpack that, right?
Okay. So
Why would you need more than one if one was enough?
Yeah. Sometimes it ain't.
Now, there's a difference
Oh,
between
boy, be quiet.
sexual preference and promiscuity, and it's a collective, cool sexual experience, and that's a whole other
Fetishes. Fetishes.
Fantasies,
Yeah,
fetishes. Okay, that's a whole other category. But if a woman is stepping out, she's stepping out for a cause, not a reason.
Those are facts.
So
Is she a
you the
hoe?
hoe.
Is she a hoe? Or no. Let's
You the
unpack
hoe.
that, red shirt. Let's unpack that. Is she a hoe, or is that man all talk and no action?
Ooh. Y'all.
see, I was finna talk about. I was finna because
No, it can't be both.
y'all brought up something. I was finna say something else, but she stepped
Pop,
on
all I
that.
want to do is just add to your advice.
What?
Long distance relationships. That's it.
Long distance relationship.
Yeah.
What
That
the hell
ain't
are
a
you talking
relationship.
about?
I don't do that.
I don't
If
do.
no.
I don't about to do no long distance relationship. Your ass ain't here.
In your early 20s, that's it.
If your ass ain't here, I can't fuck with you. If you not
Yeah.
here.
You can't stay too far from me.
Man,
Well, you living in Houston. If you staying,
you want to stay in Katy, and then you trying to date somebody in Galveston? You can't do that.
no,
I ain't
fuck
finna
that.
do-
I'm talking about Houston. Period.
Wait.
That's what I
Shit.
said, Katy, and then you live on the east side? No.
Ah.
You on the north side?
That's just like when I lived in New York. Imagine dating somebody y'all gotta catch subways and shit. That's like I stayed in Harlem. If I met a dude and he stayed, like in Fort Rockaway or some shit, it was just kind of
But
like,
remember during
Yeah.
COVID when we couldn't go nowhere
yeah.
and domestic violence was at its all-time highest. So
It was
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
It was people being forced to stay in quarters with their husbands or wives that they have not done that because they usually be at work, and now they have to face that person that you married or you said you were with.
Well, they're rapists.
And they end up, you really don't know that person like that, and then now y'all in mentally abusing each other or physically abusing each other, and y'all find out y'all not even really a good match. So yeah,
I agree with you. So Miss Coco, let me just kind of pile on to there. I'm a road warrior. Okay, so my industry, my trade, I am literally on the road traveling 3 weeks out of the month. So I travel 75% of the time. Okay, and when I come home and the first thing you do is pick a fight with me, I ain't cooking you breakfast.
No. And then now you got a whole cycle of a problem.
Yeah, it's like.
And now you got an attitude.
Yeah, no, but you bring but you have a home life where I don't need to bring in that.
Let me ask you this, because you say you travel. So how is it when if y'all had a fight and you gotta go to work and you're gonna be gone for the next 2-3 weeks? How do you try to mend that to because it's a mental thing, getting into it with somebody and you're gonna be gone from them for so long, and not. How do y'all try to fix it before you leave, or like how do you do that?
That's a very fair question. It's situational, and two things to unpack here. What was the root of the problem? Was it your butt hurt because I'm gone, and therefore you're punishing me?
How they punish you?
It's verbally. Oh. You're punishing me because I'm gone, but I'm bringing in 6 figures, so fuck you.
I can deal with the 6 figures.
Or is it truly something we have to resolve? So it's two-pronged, right? So what was the fight? What was the root cause of the fight? Your butt hurt because I'm bringing in income and I'm gone because of it? Or did we have something to discuss? So to answer your question a little more directly, you either resolve it on the phone, you resolve it in person, or it doesn't get resolved. Because there's a difference of opinion, and not every fight has to have a resolution. Not every fight has to have a resolution. You can disagree to disagree, okay? And someone picking a fight because you're physically not there. So I picking a fight because you miss me and picking a fight because we have a problem are two different fights.
Yeah, because the end would be different.
Which one do you want me to answer?
So you let's just say y'all had this fight, you gone. Mm-hmm. When you get back, y'all fix it. Does the argument sex better, or like?
Duh, right. What the fuck we arguing for?
You're talking about makeup sex?
Yeah, your makeup sex.
Sometimes no sex, right?
Man,
he said it.
Be quiet back there. All right, go ahead.
No sex. What is that?
If the fight was superficial, the makeup sex is hot. If the fight was to the core, there is no sex.
Yeah. Okay. Because everybody got fetishes.
6 minutes.
I got you.
6 minutes.
Everybody got fetishes, because some people have a fetish of fighting just to have makeup sex.
Yeah. No, it's not. I'm okay.
I'm just saying.
I'm okay.
Some people do fight just to have those.
That's mentally.
They don't. The fights don't always be real.
So tell everybody your problem without telling everybody your problem.
It's a scenario. Sometimes.
So what is your fetish then? You got.
I didn't say I had no fetish. I'm just relaying. You know, I read a lot.
What I'm saying is, what if sex is the problem?
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
What if sex is the problem?
That's fair.
I remember that was like one of the first. I remember that was one of the first conversations that when I came to this podcast in the beginning when you first had it. That was a question that was on the panel, And you said, what if the sex is a problem? Then you got a whole problem. Like if you chose if you chose that person after because think about it, we in 2024, people test the product before they buy it.
Right.
So you done chose that person to be exclusive, but it ain't rocking in the bedroom. That is your problem. You need to have that conversation and you need to do what you need to do. Let that person go, or you just need to deal with it because like, come on now, like you chose that person.
Well, she just said though. She makes 6. I'm not using you, ma'am. I'm just using that as an example.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll defend myself. I'm good.
If a woman makes 6, sometimes when the woman makes more than a man, or vice versa, that kind of compensates for. Well,
For some people,
For some
it depends on what
No,
your
sir.
focus is.
No, sir.
If you about your relationship being more of a partnership, or because you have couples that are like that, they together, because they want to build these dynasties and all that kind
for
of shit.
convenience.
And then some, yeah. So it depends on what it is. And see, and that be the thing when you start talking about relationships and all this other kind of stuff or whatever. My whole thing is this: it's a very individualized experience. Because I'm gonna tell you a prime example. Two real quick examples. I knew a couple that were together for 27 years, decided to get married and didn't last 6 months. Weirdest shit I ever heard in my life. Then the second thing was, I remember seeing a couple that were together since the 4th grade. And I mean, to the day that they died, were together. You know what I'm saying? So even whereas me and you could have dated the same guy and it didn't work out with me, but you might be the woman of his dreams. And y'all get married in 6 months. And people don't understand it because when you know, or when the connection is there, it's just there. So you can't I can't base how I deal with a guy or something like that off of your experiences because, number one, we're not even the same person. And so what I can bring out of him or what connections I have with him is what I have. So it's a very, and when you even want to break it down or elevate it, just on a molecular and spiritual level, that energy and that connection, if it's real and it's undeniable, then that's what the fuck it is. Mm-hmm. I don't give a shit how many women you done been with, how many men you done been, all that kind of shit shouldn't even matter. It'd be a lot of check boxes and shit people be trying to be so concerned with when at the end of the day, no one is going to meet this outrageous checklist. You find the things that you need the most in a partner and you try to work out the rest of that shit. Because that's what essentially a lot of people end up doing.
It's funny you said spiritual. I was married for 20 years. Divorced. We went to a counselor one time, and he said, I think it was a he. Yeah, it was a he. He said, when you're having an argument, get naked. It's hard to argue when you're naked, And not only that, when you get ready to have sex, now we talking about married couples now, because it's a threefold cord in marriage. You, your partner, and God. And so when you get ready to have sex, make love, you invite God into the situation, into your bedroom. I've done that one time, and that was the best sex I ever had in my life.
I thought everybody invite God today.
No.
Because a lot of women always say, oh, God. Oh, God.
You being funny.
Let me tell you something. God
I'm
don't.
being serious. You making
Let me
it.
tell you something. Right. God don't want to be in that room. I swear to God. God do not want to be up in that room.
For the record, I've never invited God to my bedroom.
Oh, my God.
Try it one time. Try it. Oh my God. I'm serious. I'm dead ass serious.
I don't call him.
I'm dead ass
I'm
serious.
just saying there was no
Sweet
reason to
Jesus.
summons him.
Yeah.
I'm serious. If you
No,
never
we
try,
got you,
try.
brother. But yeah, that he don't want to be in that room, man.
All right, so we about to wrap it up. And I really wanted to, this show, I wanted to dedicate it to my uncle that just passed away, Uncle Robert. He was the oldest sibling from my grandmother, 86 years old. He was married for over 60 plus years. Good man, worked for grocery supply for about 40 to 50 years. retired from there. Just an overall good man. Will talk you to death, but overall good man. And Uncle Robert, you're gonna be missed. And I thank you for the knowledge that you gave me. Some of the advice I took, some of it apparently I didn't. But I thank you for being in my life and being a part of my life. Thank you, Uncle Robert Haskett. Great man. Once again, I want to thank everybody for being on the panel, man. We had some fun. This was a really good show. Very insightful. A lot of stuff. And once again, we always talk about different things, and we can't go down a rabbit hole on this show. And we always get perspective from everybody, because we all don't think the same about a lot of stuff in our life, or goes on in our lives. But this panel, we did pretty good. I must say that. Thank you for Jennifer being a part of this here. You can always come, hang out with us and talk. We just talk a lot of shit, so that's all it is.
My pleasure.
And you talk shit too, so we see that. So
I warned you.
no, and I told you, what I tell you, come on. Come on. So, but I want to thank everybody for being on the panel. Thank for everybody who watched the show. And continue to watch the show and tell everybody about it, and tell everybody to subscribe on YouTube, Big Stick Energy Podcast, and also go to IG, Big Stick Energy HTX, and follow us. We need more followers. We need more people to. I just like talking to regular people, because I can have football players in here every week, and we can just talk bullshit football all day. But having regular people on the
Real
show,
niggas, you know what I mean?
having regular people on the show is always fun, because we can always get a different perspective from somebody on whatever it is we talk about. Next week we'll talk about hopscotch, and I guarantee you, we'll go down a rabbit hole on hopscotch.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes here. But once again, thank everybody for being a part of the show. Thank the people for watching. This has been your boy Pop, Big Stick Energy, HTX, Big Stick Energy Podcast on YouTube. I love y'all. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We bringing our gifts up here after the
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
We working Christmas. Thursday after Christmas.
Yeah. So if you got a gift or two, you want to give somebody.
Oh no, I'm the gift. That's what I was trying to say. We
Did
were
you say
showing
you
up.
got-
Somebody just invited God to their house.
Did you just say you got a gift for us?
Oh, okay. Did you say? Oh, would you say you had a gift first? Oh, okay. No.
All right. Give that gift to Coco. Little girl. Anyway. So once again, thanks for everybody being a part of it. It's your boy Pop, Big Stick Energy. I got all the energy and the big stick. See y'all next time on Big Stick Energy. We out.
Dun, 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 dun.